Okay, folks, here's a quick review of the Lightning Bolt Hammer Thor figure that was produced by Hasbro as a part of the Thor The Dark World line of products. I picked this up at Toys R Us for $9.99. Okay, so when I first got this figure out of its packaging, I liked its overall appearance. This looks to be an update of the Hammer Smash Thor figure from the previous Thor movie figure line, although it does look to be a bit bulkier than that figure was. The helmet on this figure is not removable, and the cape doesn't appear to be removable either. Facially, it's not a great resemblance of Chris Hemsworth, the actor who portrays Thor, but it still looks okay just the same. Alright, paint apps on this figure were done pretty well for the most part. There was some minor slop around the facial area of his helmet, but it wasn't anything too terribly distracting. Now, I did see one other example of this figure in the store that I was at, and that one had horrible paint apps in the facial area, and it also appeared to be cross-eyed. So be on the lookout for that if you find several of these in your respective areas. Alright, Thor's articulation joints also worked pretty well. I had no problem in moving the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. The neck articulation on this figure is somewhat restricted due to his cape and his long hair. Also, while the hips move flawlessly, the forward motion of his legs, that appeared to be restricted due to the tunic on his uniform. So let me pause here, zoom in, and I'll give you a closer look as to what Lightning Bolt Hammer Thor looks like. Okay. Alright, Lightning Bolt Hammer Thor came with one accessory, so let me pan down real quick and I'll show you what that looks like. The figure stand that you see him standing on was not included in the package and was purchased by me separately. Alright, so as you can see, here's Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Now, I like the look of this accessory, as it reminds me a bit of the Cosmic Cube that came with the Red Skull figures in the Captain America figure line. And these lightning effects that you see on the hammer, they are not removable. Alright, back to the figure itself. What I'll do now is a quick 360 of Lightning Bolt Hammer Thor for you, and let you see what he looks like from all sides. Okay, so overall, I like this figure. I think it's a nice update to the Hammer Smash Thor figure from the previous Thor movie figure line. The articulation joints on this figure, they worked pretty well, and even though some of them are a bit restricted, I think that you'll still be able to get some good action poses out of this figure. And I also like the way that the Mjolnir hammer looks with this figure. And as I said at the beginning of the video, facially, it's not a great resemblance of Chris Hemsworth, but in spite of that, I think this Lightning Bolt Hammer Thor figure, this deserves a great recommendation. Now, if you missed out on the previous Hammer Smash Thor figure from the previous Thor movie figure line, then I think you'll be pleased with this rendition of Thor. Okay, so on that note, take care and stay tuned for my next review. Have a good one.